It's going on Kick and it's going on here. Let's see how long my computer can, if my computer can handle this. So, okay. We are on. I'll hang out a minute. I know it's late for some of you or super early for others. And yeah, I am very tired. This will be a short stream. I don't care. It's going to be short. So, woof. I'm so tired. I'm not even drinking caffeine. That says a lot. When I give up on the caffeine, you know I'm tired. But so far, it looks like Rumble's going. Kick is going, for what it's worth. You know, oh, I see the chat. Okay, so it's only showing that. I don't know. We'll see how well it works once I click off of this. The Kick dashboard is having some issues. So we'll see how it goes. We are going to talk about two things tonight quickly. My voice is dying. And then a little 70s ads thing at the end to cleanse the palate. I am going to be slightly less animated, I hope, than I was earlier. And let me check the sound because nobody's here. Oh, echoes. Because none of them are muted. So I should go. Let's see. Oh, I got the sound through that and this one. Okay. So we'll mute that one. All right. Now we'll see how it sounds if I'm just here. Sorry. Hey, look at that. If you don't have a bunch of windows doing sound, hey. All right. Anybody up late as crap, or depending on what country you're in, early as heck, welcome and thank you for stopping in. Like I said, I'm going to be slightly less animated because my voice is sore from the discussions we had on my mobile stream earlier. But thank you. Like I said, we are going to talk about two things tonight. Let me head back over to Rumble. I'm trying to check all this myself, guys. I'm a one-man band, if that. All right, so the sound is working as far as I can tell and everything. Oh, hope you guys had the good rest of your evening or morning wherever you're at. It is 3:30 a.m. my time. And I have a long day ahead. I have to get up and help my elderly family member. I have to drive them out to a specific meat locker they like. Okay. Since I can't drive anymore, I will do what I can do. It's one more thing on my plate, but you know what? When you grow up, you have family members always there for you. When you're a kid, and now it's time to repay the favor. Pay it forward, guys. All right. Take one more drink. I did not realize how sore my vocal cords were. All right. So, let's go jump in. I didn't share the stream either. Actually, I probably should do that. You guys can watch me do it. Going to X. And let's see. What hashtags will we want? Hashtag Ukraine. Hashtag Iran war. Ooh, hey, that's a hashtag. And if I could spell. That's good enough. Share it out. Post, please. I would share it to Facebook, but Alright, so let's do a little chit-chatting about it. Ooh, what came up for me? Anything good? Sorry, killing time. Let's see. I'm so ready to cast my vote for the midterms. Nothing will stop me from voting blue all the way. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me you're an absolute retard. Works for me. Alright. Let's head in, and we are going to close this. I'm going to pull this up. And I think I had a couple where I want to be. Oh. Start here and drop me down. Me and my Piggly Wiggly shirt. Like me some Piggly Wiggly. Sorry, it's a fun place to name. And I actually had some unique stuff. Our last Piggly Wiggly in my area was in Maquoketa, Iowa, and closed not too long ago. So it's too bad. But this is one we were at in Wisconsin. where I found out they have THC drinks up there. Never heard of them until that day. All right, guys, I'm sorry. We'll go on here. As you guys know, Ukraine has dropped some ordnance on some Iranian ships heading to Russia. And I'm going to, just a quick opening here. I'm going to talk a minute about this. I think we are about to see yet one more leftist 180. Just like they did with Tesla, with a bunch of stuff they've done. We are going to see one here. You watch. It's going to be now that Zelensky has gone against something they believe, because lefties love the Ukraine war as much as Lindsey Graham did, if not more. They loved that war. Get Russia. Okay, great. Not realize, but they really hate the Iran war. So what are the lefties going to do now? They are going to be just the meme where you got push which button sweating. These two choices are just going to make them short circuit. And I think we're going to see a lot of these lefties start going after and now hating on Zelensky and hating on Ukraine, or at the very least going, Trump forced them to. That's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see a classic reversal. I mean, classic. And a lot of the others are just really going to be, but Trump made poor little Zelensky do it. It's just what I think. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Sorry, I'm just looking around and seeing what's going on. Checking 3 chats. All right. Little new for me. I'm just trying to see what my computer handles bandwidth. I ain't worried about my fiber optic internet that I now have. Wow, thank you, T-Mobile. Not sponsored, but I'm very happy with my internet from them. So let's talk here. Trying to find where I want. Oh. If Iran attacks Ukraine, it will lose much of the support and sympathy it has garnered from the world. Ukraine is defending itself, same as Iran. That would just be stupid. If you are expecting intelligence from Iran, look at the insane stuff they've done. The fact this retard thinks Iran is just defending itself after 47 years of abject terrorism. Keep in mind, those of you want to say, oh, Trump attacked him, poor Iran. You realize we've been at war. Iran has really started kinetic war with America 47 years ago. Just back then we had a president originally, too much of a wiener to do anything about it. And then they backed down to a certain amount when Reagan got in, and that wasn't the war Reagan wanted at the time. Reagan was focused on Russia. Well, USSR. But we've been at war. They've been killing us, our allies, random people, setting up terrorism for 47 years. So I don't want to say Iran is just defending itself like Ukraine. I would say Ukraine is much more defending itself than Iran. I mean, Iran wasn't just sitting there minding its own business, going doopy 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 doo. Oh shit! Somebody wanted to bomb us? That's so weird. Now Ukraine's just sitting there, kind of really going doopy doopy doo. We're sitting here, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're making some funny jokes, we're doing some crops. Hey, how you doing over there, Russia? Oh shit. That's not quite the truth. There were some issues going on in the border areas where some people didn't want to be part of Ukraine. A lot of people aren't paying attention to that, don't know that. There's huge parts of Ukraine where the people speak Russian and call themselves Russian. And that's been part of Ukraine for a long time. And these people actually wanted to leave Ukraine and join Russia. So you could say I'm not saying this is what I think, but you could say that Russia was kind of going after Ukraine to free some of its people, or people wanted to be with them. Kind of like my home state of Illinois, where at least, 40 counties had voted they wanted to leave Illinois? Hey, Iowa, Indiana, invade us. Invade us, free us. Free us from the evil prickster, please. All right. But no, Ukraine has attacked Iran. And that is to damage Russia. So this person here also does not understand, has not the brain power to understand. There's a reason that Ukraine, from their own point of view, there's two reasons, biggies, that I could see why Ukraine would do this. One, because Iran is supplying Russia. That's where these ships are going. Ukraine is supplying, or Iran is supplying Russia with drones and other weaponry and stuff, and high-tech stuff that Russia needs. And China and Russia are supplying Iran with satellite data and imagery and tracking data. So Ukraine would definitely want to hit Iran where they're sending ships to help their enemy. So this guy's an idiot. Yes, they want to hit Iran to stop the weaponry coming in. They want to weaken Russia as much as possible. So this person does not have a clue what they're talking about. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm jumping back here. I'm not used to running 3 at once, but I am, you know how I am about chat, so I always like to check and see if anybody's there. I know it's late, early, wherever you're at. So this is a problem. Now, Ukraine attacks Iran. World War III starts here. It's a premise this video has, and it's not outrageous to suppose that. This is a short, quick one. And some of the imagery I'm okay with. Other, but it gets the point across. So let me
Ukraine
pop
openly
up.
attacked a massive Iranian.
Here we
A
go.
brand new global war has just erupted in Asia. Ukraine openly attacked a massive Iranian cargo ship carrying weapons. These Iranian ships were actively supplying lethal drones to Russia.
Yep. 100%. That right there, buddy. To that dude, that right here is why Ukraine would want to attack Iran. Because any drones they send are coming for Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian citizens, Ukrainian towns, and they know it. So saying, just let it go. Don't attack Iran, even though they're supplying your enemies. The enemy of your enemy, I don't know. In this case, it's the friend of my enemy is my enemy, right? Exactly. So Dumbo needs to pay attention.
In furious retaliation, Tehran has threatened immediate attacks against Ukraine.
They can reach them. I don't know if Iran... Now, the thing is, I don't know if Iran has anything long range enough left to reach Ukraine. That's quite a slog to get there. But, I mean, hey, Ukraine has reached, well, some of the ships in the Caspian Sea. They didn't reach directly to Iran. It was in the Caspian Sea.
President Zelensky strongly accused Russia of giving Iran satellite intelligence. This intelligence helps Iran launch pinpoint attacks on American bases. If Iran bombs Ukraine, experts warn Europe will instantly intervene. This terrifying chain reaction could...
Now that right there is where stuff could really hit the fan. The other reason Ukraine would want to attack Iran, or the ships supplying Russia, however you want to put it, is because they want to bring in more help in this war. Zelensky and Ukraine have always, not the Ukraine have always wanted us to get involved kinetically, directly involved. They've been pissy, whiny, and mad we haven't just gone over and fought the war with them. Which, by the way, I would say screw you. Get the Europeans in your own backyard to do it. If them pussies right out your back door ain't going to do it, why should we? Why should we be trying to fight a war that's clear around the world when your neighbors aren't willing to help you? Get France, UK, Belgium, whatever. Get them involved, then come talk to us. When the European Union goes, we got you, then maybe we'll come in. But that is what they could be doing here. And it's a wise move on Ukraine's part. From their point of view, it is a wise move. You attack Iran, which ingratiates yourself to us, because we go, hey, buddy, you're getting Iran. Okay. And they also are hurting Russia. Hey, good for them. And then they join the two wars. Now, if Iran attacks back to Ukraine, there's a good chance that European partners or America will jump in. And this could go really kinetic. We would be sending probably much more to Ukraine. Probably not an insane amount because of what's going on in Iran. And we would have to worry then about China. Trump has been decimating China. All right, let me finish up here. Let me finish up.
Fine chain reaction could quickly trigger World War III. For the whole world, skyrocketing global oil prices could absolutely crush budgets. Are we witnessing the start of World War?
I know, be careful. A lot of times wartime budgets, wartime movements actually end up having a downtime, but when the war is over, the economies have soared afterwards. So I don't know. War can be good in a way, unfortunately.
3, let me know below. Below.
Sorry. Trying to get back to
crush budgets. Are we witnessing the start of World War III? Let me know below.
It's a possibility. And once again, from Zelensky's point of view, this is a three-prong woohoo for them. Two big reasons and the other one. So I would have to say it's a definite possibility. I don't know if that's what he's thinking, but I'm going to say it's right up there. I'm going to say I am not even sure which one's the number one reason. If Zelensky did it just to hurt Russia, make sure Russia didn't get more drones to attack their soldiers, their country, or if he was trying to bring this war together to bring America or maybe Europe in on his side. He's been mad that Europe hasn't given more or helped directly. And honestly, I'd say Europe should have, instead of whining, yo, America. So, yep, we'll see. We'll see. I said this isn't going to be a long stream, guys. But instead of standing with Ukraine, Trump has tried and failed to pander to Russia. The bad thing is, there's probably about 50% of America that believes it. A lot of leftards believe this. All the things Trump has done to hurt Russia, including last week before, where they gave Zelensky the permission and patents of some of our military equipment to start producing it themselves, producing much more accurate missile systems, detection systems, and everything else. A lot of that. So, yeah, that's helping Russia. Taking out Venezuela was helping Russia. Damaging Iran is helping Russia. These are allies of Russia, Venezuela and Iran were. So explain it to me again, leftards. Chucky Fucky, explain it to me. How is that helping Russia? How did he pander to Russia by taking out their interests in Venezuela? Taking out their interests in Iran? By the way, Trump took out their interest in Syria. There's a new regime that is not in bed with Russia. Trump helped facilitate that. So once again, explain it to me. You are a retard speaking to retards, and it's just stupidity that people will believe this because all they see is Trump, 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 Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump, Trump. It's Trump bad. Trump bad. There are retards that we even tried to talk to on my earlier mobile stream where we're just trying to tell them, okay, here, answer this question. They can't do it. But Trump this, but Trump this, but maggots are retards. That's all they can do. Sorry, I have a pop-up over here. That's all they can do. They can't even answer direct questions. They can't even give Trump any credit when he's the one trying to whip the Congress, saying YouTube, whip Congress into actually doing their fudging job. What the hey? Get off my screen. That was an aggressive pop-up. I thought the pop-up blocker on this would be working. Maybe I turned it off my VPN on accident. But, he's the one trying to whip Congress to do their friggin' jobs when 83% of all Americans, including a lot of you lefties, want the SAVE Act passed. Well, nope, can't, Trump can't admit it. Can't admit you could actually agree with the guy. So Chuck knows exactly who he's speaking to here. Yeah. And you got retard Junior down here. Well, statements like this are probably going to make him want to oppose it. A pure ego. Oh, you dumbass. Oh, you're a retard? They've already opposed it. Once again, this guy is speaking to this guy, and people like him, and he knows what he's talking to. Other dumbasses that either have no clue what's going on, or just for hate's sake, don't care. You can't tell me that Harry Sisson is that absolutely moronically fucking retardedly stupid that he believes the shit coming out of his mouth anymore. No. My goddamn sock on this foot, it knows that all the shit coming out of his mouth is bullshit. So he definitely knows. He knows he's talking bullshit. Don't care. He's getting the clicks. He's getting the leftards going, tick, 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 oh, Trump bad. Trump fell asleep. Trump this. Oh, fuck off. You can't tell me after 4 years of Biden pooping himself, doing cornholio meme, getting saved by the Easter Bunny, falling asleep clearly, tripping over stuff, making up pressure, and 50,000 other words nobody ever heard of, talking to dead people, and all this other crap, and finding cocaine in the White House, that Harry Sisson has no clue that he's spouting bullshit now. They know clearly. Yep, so... Now, I will say this right here is factual. Ukraine is within range of multiple Iranian missiles. If Zelensky keeps killing Iranians in the Caspian Sea, Iran should respond. Okay. If they do, by the way, the Iranian missiles are not very accurate at longer range. The longer the range of their missiles, the worse they get. Which is how we know that Russia and China are helping target them, even though Russia kind of admitted it. So yeah, we're buddies with them. They're helping target our soldiers, you dumbasses. How was that? Trump cozying up with Putin. Hey, Putin, kill some of our soldiers. Help the Iranians. You can't fix this insane level of stupidity on the left. But they suddenly got very accurate when somebody was sharing intelligence and targeting info. Much better targeting info than Iran had. But how many of these big long missiles do they have left? We've been taking out shitloads of these things. But let's say Iran does fire back. Let's say he hits Ukraine. There's a very good chance that NATO would come in on it. Ukraine's not a NATO nation. But Europe would then see Iran as an issue. And I don't know for sure. Do any European nations have actual treaties with Ukraine? If they do, they aren't really following right now, not helping too much with Russia, but I'm just saying. What is the chance that one of these missiles, maybe it doesn't hit Ukraine? What if it hits somebody else? That would be a bad move on Iran's part. But it would join probably, if they launch back, we are talking possibly one big damn war. Some people will already say we are in one big damn war now. The one we have to worry about right now is China. Trump has hurt them. So once again, idiots think Trump just had no plan. They're all retards. Oh my God, yeah, you know more. every leftist moron and talking head thinks they are so much smarter than Trump. Okay, you hate Trump, get it. You're so much smarter than every single military intelligence agent, CIA, NSA, whatever, every general. Yeah, you are the smart one. Them are dummies. Them know nothing. Got it. Friggin' a bunch of douche canoes who think that. I make guesses, but I don't think I know more. I sure as you know I'd have the intelligence they do. The military, the intelligence coming in that they do. I don't know crap compared to what they are seeing. They are able to get on satellites and go, hey, look at that guy driving that truck down there. Yeah. We can't see any of that. We have no clue what they've seen, what they know, or what they're up to. All we can do is conjecture. But when you conjecture retarded stuff, feel free, but you're going to be called retarded for it. Trump was hurting. I will say it again as I did on a stream the other day, a little video of mine. Iran was just a secondary target. Iran was the way to hurt China without a direct kinetic war with China. It was a way to stop China from overtaking us, from going BRICS nations, from screwing over the world's economy, from helping other people who, like Iran, who do commit tons of terrorism, who openly threaten us, who talk about, I would not say it right, Euclides' trap. When one power is rising and is about to take over the main power of the moment, there's usually a war between them. And China openly said that they hope we can avoid that because they're openly admitting that that's a threat, saying that they are ascendant and we are going to die and they're going to beat us. So maybe we better just back off and let it happen. Trump has hurt them. The time they were set to overtake us now been moved back by about a decade or more. Or more. Some people are talking about only what they've hurt China. They're not taking into account the strengthening of America he's done with this. Gaining the oil from Venezuela that rightfully was ours for leftist retards that can't think about what happens when you sign contracts and somebody does all the work, gets it ready, follows their end, and then the other end goes, no, we're taking it, we're stealing it. Kiss my butt. Figure it out. And what are we stealing? Their infrastructure is so shit because they went socialist communist over there that they let their infrastructure fall apart because nobody was there to do the job. Half the Venezuelans have left that could do the job. We are having to rebuild again a lot of their infrastructure to get the oil. And these oil companies are more than happy to do it while Trump's protecting them. So yeah, I'm just checking around here, guys. I know it's very late, whatever. But if any of these missiles are left, they could possibly reach them. Now, if you look at this one has a 2,000 kilometer range, 1,900 kilometers. If you got a little bit of a headwind, you ain't making it. You ain't making it. That's their top range. You ain't making it with a little bit of a wind or a storm or something. This one, yeah, probably make it to Kiev. But will you hit the target that far? I don't think Iran has been able to test their long-range weapons very much. But we'll see. Also, what's to say that Ukraine can't take them out? Look how good they are at taking out Russian stuff that some of is coming from Iran now. There's a good chance they can take it out. It'll never reach. So, I don't know. But I see it as a move, a direct move from Zelensky to either put these wars together or just to hurt Russia. And rightfully so from his point of view. And this idiot here, let's see about him. Christian truth seeker. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yep. Iran should respond. Ugh. Leftard. Now, this is something a little worrying on just the Russian-Ukraine front. Russian official warns ballistic missile attacks on Moscow or St. Petersburg would require Kiev evacuation. Uh-oh. We'll see. I don't know. Do you think Putin will use ballistic missiles? I mean, real ballistic missiles? Maybe even, tactical nukes? I personally think if he sees he's losing the war, I mean, really losing it, and shit is really going wrong for his country and his everything going on, I think he would. Now, how much of his military are that dogmatic they would follow him to that point? I don't know, but I would say probably too many for our liking. I would say they would. If Russia looked and said, oh shit, we are about to lose this, we have no options left, boom, hit it. They would tactical nuke them, the small tactical nukes that they have shitloads of, or they would full out if they had to keep from losing. The problem is, during a huge actual kinetic WW3 situation, I'm not sure it would be enough to stave off their loss. I don't think they could back off Ukraine, United States, and the European Union at once. I don't think they could do it. Nukes or not. Because the other people they're facing would have nukes. So it would not go well and they would be done anyway. So, which also makes me once again happy that we are way over here and we have some amazing anti-missile technology. So, but yeah, I don't know. Do you think he would do it? Zelensky has been threatening to do just that. And they seem to have had the technology, especially now that we have given them patents for better missile tech, better aiming tech, better, radar, everything else. Stuff to even help them make their drones even more effective. But yeah, Trump is cuddling up to Putin. Fucking retards. Joel, holy crap, man. What are you doing, buddy? How you doing? Sorry, I should probably keep checking. I'm actually streaming on Rumble and Kick also at once. And I'm jumping between chats, so I apologize. Yeah, I'm actually back trying to stream on Rumble just to have it there. I figured out kind of what's going on with Kick. It's weird. It finally stabilized, it looks like. Because it was doing a mirroring effect for some reason. But it looks like it stabilized itself. And I know it was Kick because the other two were doing just fine. How you doing this morning, this evening, this afternoon, Joel? Let me ask you, since you're here, you get to be the answer man again. Do you think Russia would, if they know they're going to lose, just to Ukraine, say they know, oh crap, Ukraine's going to kick our ass, we are about to lose this, do you think they would use tactical nukes? The small tacticals, or do you think they do the full biggies? Do you think they do it? I think the big ones, maybe not. The small tactical ones, if they really think they have no other option, I think he would do it. Personally, me. Now, do you think that Ukraine attacking, by the way, in case you don't know, Ukraine has attacked Iranian ships in the Caspian Sea. So not Iran directly, but Iranian ships in the Caspian Sea that were bringing drone supplies and everything else, military supplies, to Russia. Smart move from Zelensky's point of view. Hurt Russia, maybe draw the two wars together, which might bring the United States and Europe in on the war on his side, which he's always wanted. He's wanted the European Union and America to join kinetically. And now with this, from his angle, it's a win-win-win situation all around. Small maybe. Okay. I think the small ones, I don't think that him and some of his top people will go down. And I think there's probably a decent amount of the population that'll be like, yep. Remember what the Russians have done in past wars. They will throw everything at you. They are doggedly amazing how they will throw bodies and every bullet, every trick, every nasty weapon at you. They do not want to lose. So, yeah. Today, the Senate will vote to establish significant new sanctions to truly cripple Russian war effort. Really? Hey, Chucky, how have all the other sanctions hurt Russia? Well, they haven't. They just found new people to trade with, new places to sell their gasoline, their oil, and everything else. That's what's been keeping their economy going. Your sanctions have done jack and shit. Trump has hurt them more than any of the sanctions have. Hurting Venezuela, hurt Russia. Hurting Iran, hurts Russia. Come on. He's done multiple things that hurt Russia. Hell, Russia is buddy-buddy with Cuba. Trump has screwed them over. So, feel free, bud. The BRICS nations, Trump taking that down, that hurts Russia. So come on, Chucky. Now show me how them sanctions have done. All right. Sorry, that's a little better. It's amazing how just like your car windshield, your glasses can fall. I do that little film. Like it. All right, so I just want to talk about that shortly. We'll see if they fire back. I don't know if Iran has the capabilities left to do so, but they're nuts enough. Iran is crazy enough. Look what they're doing. They drew some of the other Middle East countries into this. A lot of the Middle East countries were like, we're staying out of it. And then, what's Iran do? Fires on them. You fire on other countries and draw them in. Now, even the Saudis have joined in. The Saudis are doing joint actions with the United States. Holy crap. Didn't have that on my bingo card. It's like these people, they're religious zealots. They don't care. They think they're going to Allah. And they're going to have a special place at the table with Allah forever. And all the virgins, which is just going to be a bunch of Star Trek nerds. Sorry, as a Star Trek fan, I understand that I may end up in that bucket. Damn. So, all right, Joel, the fallout from a nuke bomb is not the same as meltdown, so maybe. Well, the thing is, the fallout from a certain, depending on the bomb. Russia also has stuff that's like our Moab. They could drop the Moabs, just like Trump did over in the Middle East to take out ISIS and stuff back in the day. Didn't waste a single American life. Witnesses and spotters say he turned this whole mountain range into water. The dirt was like liquid for a while. They dropped, what was it, 4 Moabs? 5 Moabs? Holy crap. They are nuke sized, but they're not nukes. They're small nuke size, but still, holy crap. They could drop those, and Russia has something like that they haven't used. People who think Russia is just so defeated, they have some of the big stuff we have. They could drop their version of the Moab. They could use tactical nukes. Tactical nukes these are not dirty bombs. There's stuff you see in the movies where they're afraid some guy in a backpack is going to do a dirty bomb. It's not the explosion. It's the fact that it spreads insane amounts of very, very radioactive waste. A lot of the refined stuff in the tactical nukes, the large nukes, is much cleaner. It's not meant to irradiate. It's meant for the earth-shattering kaboom, to quote the great Marvin the Martian. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking to irradiate. I mean, come on. Look at Nagasaki and Hiroshima today. There's a no higher cancer rate there than any other place in Japan. And it's a full-fledged city. There's not glowing people. And that was an old, less refined nuke that took out those cities. Imagine this stuff now. It's much more refined. It is made to make the bomb more powerful and make the, once again, earth-shattering kaboom. It's not made to blanket everybody and cause fallout. Since Russia knows this isn't that far away, too much fallout could go right back on them. So, yeah. Actually, let's ask. I don't know if Mike picks up on this. Do winds travel from Ukraine towards Russia or the other way around? Hey, it worked. Didn't know I had it linked. Prevailing wind patterns in Ukraine and western Russia generally flow from west to east. Oh shit. So, if Russia does launch, if they did launch a dirty bomb, not the cleaner ones, the military grade bad boys they use, which has some fallout, but it's not the oh shit, make everybody glow for the next 10 years fallout. The stuff that's dirty, makes everybody sick. It's crazy nasty. It's about the kabooms, like I said. But if they did drop something dirty and nasty, Russia has to worry. Oh shit, it's coming back to them. So maybe back to the Moabs. The fallout from a nuke bomb is not the same as meltdown, so maybe, yeah, 100%. Okay. Yep, and a dirty bomb, the backpack dirty bombs. So yeah, because of that, whoopsie. Let's say they did use something dirty and nasty. Maybe even chemical weapons is coming back at them. It's going boop. I don't know. That's a good thing to learn, guys. All right. About done with that. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter stream. Anybody sees this later, please leave thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. Hell, subscribe if you don't. And come back and argue with me. Or as the guys earlier did, call me a bunch of maggots. Maggot names. Feel free. To you, any of you on Kick that are there, feel free to chat, because I am checking the chat. Because anybody who watches my channel knows I value chat. Even if you disagree with me, I usually engage until you become an absolute tard nugget and post things in the chat that could damage the channel. And then I will take you down. Or one of the mods will. But if you can discuss, you can call me names. Just don't put stuff in the chat that will get in trouble with any platforms. Don't mess with the TOS. All right. So moving on from this, I don't know. We'll see. I think we'll see over the next so many days. I will say Ukraine, closing up. Ukraine has really hit Russia hard lately. Hitting oil refineries and factories. Now that's where you're kicking Russia right in the happy sacks. That couple of videos of the clouds over and whoa. All right, we're going to move on, though. Oh, get off there. All right. The New York Post. Mamdani. Oh, sorry. It's a drone to Russia can't get a hold of. Yeah. Yep. And that's what Zelensky just took out. He took out those ships because they're bringing drones and some other military supplies. They didn't say which ones. They really focused on talking about the drones, but bringing drones and other military supplies to Russia. And yeah, without that, that hurts Russia. Zelensky is hitting the oil now. He's now hitting their supply, one of their suppliers. This is a pucker moment for even a guy like Putin. Let's just say be careful, because an animal backed into a corner is super dangerous. And Putin is losing more options. The nicer options, the fuzzier options. So it is a problem. All right, got to move on real quick. Mamdani publishes names and addresses of all New York City property owners who could be hit with new pied-à-terre tax. So millionaires is what he's going after. People with property over a certain value that he's hitting with this new tax. If your property is valued even close to $1 million, it's an extra, on top of the regular, extra $56,000 a year tax. Not all these people that own a $800,000, $900,000 property are millionaires. They bought a property 40 years ago when it was worth a fraction of that and just lived there for 30, 40 years. Doesn't mean they're rich as shit. There's a good chance they're well off, but not rich as shit. And when they're paying an exorbitant tax already, let's say $40,000, then you add $50 on there, that's probably more than a lot of these people can handle. it's going to chase a lot more people out. And they already see this. Some of the rich people already are paying a shitload of taxes at state and city are going to go, bye-bye, I'm out. I'm out. And I think he's doing this on purpose. You know, I do laugh sometimes about doxing. That's what this is. He's doxing them. It's funny about doxing. Some of us remember these things called phone books. I actually went upstairs and I looked earlier. I know we've got one floating around here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's thin, too. It's tiny compared to what it used to be. The phone books used to be the thing. But it was a big book of doxing. There are people alive now that don't understand what a phone book was. They don't understand that everybody's name, address, and phone number were in it. So there are times I go, doxing? Really? But the thing is, in this case, it's bad because Mamdani and his cronies have these people property values and tax information and everything else. So these people, the nutties in New York, idolizing him, the communists, know what he's publishing. They know he's publishing, hey, these are the people you should get. These are the richies. Go get them. They got your stuff. They took it from you. They stole it. No way. Nobody can get rich without just screwing somebody over. Not true. But that's what he's doing with these people. He's using insider information to target certain people and list it openly. Put people's address out there. That is unsafe. For your kids, he's directing hate to people with families. Oof. I think he's pushing for class warfare. I think he's clearly passing for communist-style class warfare. All right, so let's look at this real quick. Mayor Zohran Mamdani's administration has published a searchable database of Big Apple properties that could fall under the state's new pied-à-terre tax, effectively doxing thousands of wealthy New Yorkers. And I hope every one of them pulls up, leaves, and says, fuck you, you'll never get another penny of our money. This is clear class warfare. And I think he's really trying to start violence and crash parts of the city. I'm not the first person to say this. I've heard this from 2 or 3 others. But he's trying to crash the city. And then him, his cronies, his backers, whatever, are going to try to buy up properties super cheap. That's what I'm thinking. Wow, that's really reflecting white off me. Woo! I think that's what they're doing. Usually I have everything set on dark mode, but this one wasn't going dark mode. I don't think I can run it dark mode either, because that's the way they set it. I think there's a good chance they could be trying to buy up stuff. Anybody that looks at this guy's smarmy smile and believes him is, once again, dumber than my sock. This guy, I think he's trying to cause chaos. At this point, he's not dumb enough to think this shit works. He's known throughout history, these grocery stores don't work. All this bullshit overtax the rich, take properties, seize properties, do that. None of that works. Every place it's been done, it's failed. And he knows it. He's already saying he's going to seize grocery stores now. Because a lot of these places are looking, he's going to undercut them. Grocery stores is a very razor-thin margin of making money. Everything has to go right and be handled right and managed right. And now he's going to use government money to undercut grocery stores in New York by 30%. 30%. All these bodegas, mom and pop stores, even some of the major grocery store chains will pull out and will cause food deserts, which are going to cause riots, which are going to cause violence, which is going to cause property prices to drop. Between getting rid of the rich people, having them leave after they get attacked, probably, and after he crashes New York's economy, could be a lot of cheap properties to buy up. And then they buy up properties, him, backers, or whatever, and then poof, they go back in, law and order, correct everything goes way up. A group of people doing that could stand to make trillions, not billions, up to $1 trillion or more. Not all one person, but whoever's got money involved. It could be $1 trillion or more made off that. Think about the size of that city and what could go up for sale cheap or what they could seize. So it's a scary thing. I wonder how many voters regret voting for this guy. Joel, sadly not enough. Sadly not enough. There are a lot of them out there, yeah, he's doing great, cheering for him. Yeah, there are some going, what the fuck? There are people that own bodegas that are some of the rich people in that city now going, oh shit. Even Kathy Hochul, keep in mind, as nutty and dumb as Kathy Hochul is, telling people, we don't want your money here, go ahead and leave to the rich. Then going, oh shit, ixnay on what I had say back then. Please come back. We need you. Yeah, you need my wallet. Yeah, okay. Not that I'm a millionaire, but hey, unless somebody would like to donate enough. Actually, I identify as a millionaire. Where's my money, lefties? I guess identifying as something doesn't make it happen all the time. All right. The city's Department of Finance uploaded the comprehensive, but a searchable list. These people, we are talking a Clockwork Orange type insanity here, possibly. The city's Department of Finance uploaded the comprehensive list with purports to cover all unoccupied non-primary residents of the 5 boroughs worth north of $1 million, including the full names and addresses of every property owner. These also openly telling them, by the way, this has already been proven a lie, because there are people posting, he's posted my parents' house. They live in it. They've lived there for 40 years. And there's a bunch of posting fine where people are saying, they've posted my house. They posted my neighbor's house. They posted my mom's house, my dad's house, my daughter's house. So it's not just unoccupied. But let's just say, if you go by what they're saying, it's unoccupied. You're telling somebody, hey, here's a big empty thing you can go steal. By the way, go squatters. It's yours. That's what he's doing. Even if you go by just that, oh, we only doing unoccupied. Already been proven bullshit. Tons of posts out there like that. All right. But no, Joel, not enough. Regret it. All right, I'll be back with you guys in a minute. It's including the full names and addresses of every property owner, which is nuts. In this day and age with nutty people, I'm glad we don't have phone books as much anymore. Most places don't have them at all. It's a good thing. It really is. Used to be nobody would look at doing this type of violence. We had phone books everywhere. Nobody went, hey, I'm going to go to their house. The few retards that did it got taken down hard. Imagine phone books now with all the hate going on and attacks from the left. And yeah, it's the left, unlike that 2 idiots in the chat earlier. Oh, idiot. It's a reckless and foolish move, especially considering there are potentially thousands of properties listed that do not qualify as second homes or whose owners will successfully dispute their inclusion. If they're allowed to dispute it. If the fix isn't in. If Mamdani's people aren't already the ones going to make the rulings. Think about it. If it's his, taxing people, his property people, will they let it happen? They'll just go, I want to dispute this tax increase. They're going to go, nope. You already get that now. If you live in a city, county, or state and you go, I want to dispute my taxes, most of the time they look at you and go, nope. Don't care. We value to what we're going to value it, and too bad. Bye-bye. Rarely can you get an honest judge, or if you get to court, a judge or an honest assessor, city, county, or state, they'll go, oh, yeah, sorry. We accidentally overassessed your property so we could get more taxes. It was an accident. A boo-boo. Our bad. No, they overassess everybody's property on purpose. I believe that every single city, county, or state, or even the federal entity that values your property, let's say you buy a house. All appraisals, banks, everything tell you your house is worth $100,000. Your city or county assessor says, nah, that house is worth $150,000. They should be forced to buy your property at that. You should be able to look at them and go, fine, then you're going to buy it for that. You will buy it for the $150,000 when everybody else here, all these professionals, say it's a $100,000 house. You must buy me for that. You want to see the values drop if they have to buy them at these overassessed values? Yep. If they can't assess it more than it's actually worth, want to see tax breaks. There you go. Property taxes too high because they overassess your property. All right. Let's see. Council Minority Leader David Carr, whose own home appears on the list, told Post Monday. Yeah. Post follows a widely planned ex-post by the mayor in which he put wealthy residents on notice to get out, to never invest, to leave. Good job. To check your mailbox when you're back in the 5 boroughs because you got mail. A warning that notification letters are on the way. The best city in the world deserves the... Been a long time since I've been in New York City. And I'm not saying all parts of New York are this bad. But one, I don't want to be in a big city. I don't like to be on that top of that many other humans. And it stinks. It smells. And I've known some people who've been there not too long ago, and they say it's even worse now. So, the best city in the world deserves the best parks, libraries, and schools in the world. Then cut people's taxes, cut some of your over-bloated government salaries and benefits packages, and do it. That's only possible when we all pay the communist word, or phrase, our fair share. And who gets to decide whose fair share it is? Yeah. Just like the same people that decide what my house is worth or your house is worth or your car is worth, what they get to tax you on. Good job. Yeah. The socialist darling, he's a communist. When Bill Maher calls you a communist, you're a communist. The communist darling, I'll fix it for him, has long touted the policy enacted by Governor Kathy Hochul and Albany retards to tax second homes in the city. They're not just taxing second homes. They're going after primaries too. Though critics have warned it could cause property values to plummet, which is what they're after. Mamdani threatened to raise city property taxes by a staggering 9.5% in February. Wow, sounds almost like he's talking to Governor Pritzker, doesn't it? He must be talking to Pritzker. I mean, Pritzker just blames all of Illinois' problems on Trump, even though Illinois has been a clusterfuck for the last 30, 40 years. But yeah, now Trump. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. In fact, there's on a lot of the pages I'm on for Illinois policies and stuff, people, as soon as he mentions Trump, everybody's like, drink. He said the thing. Threatened to raise property taxes by 9.5% in February unless he was allowed to tax the rich to cover a $12 billion budget gap that was later revised down to $5.4 billion because it's bullshit, because he pushed back. Not paid for, didn't fix it, just shoved it back in the corner, a bunch of deficit money for pensions. Still not funding the pension plan. Just shoved it back in the corner. We'll worry about it later. It's still 12 plus billion. It's still 12 billion. And what he's doing right here is playing people against each other. If he doesn't get to go fuck over these other people, then he's telling everybody, well, it's going to be their fault if I have to tax you. And then you know where to send that anger. Not me, because I tried. Go after them. Class warfare. All right, City Hall estimates the pied-à-terre tax would yield $500 million a year for the Big Apple's budget. That's a tiny drop in the bucket of $5.4 billion, which is wrong because it's $12 billion. So even if going after these millionaires this heavily, it's only going to bring you $500 million a year when you're buried. We're going to go with the real number, $12 billion. It's not going to make it work. So what's next? He'll still tax you, or he'll find something else to go after. But Democratic City Comptroller Mark Levine, oh my God, way too much like Mark Levine, the Fox News guy, office said the real figure would be closer to 340 to 380 million and could diminish over time. Yes, because people would leave, take their money and everything with them, say screw you, bye-bye. Unsurprisingly, a colossal database of names and addresses include several A-list New Yorkers, including director Woody Allen, longtime Vogue editor Anna Wintour, and weirdo actress Cynthia Nixon, a loyal Mamdani supporter. Yeah, there you go, Joel. There's some of them that probably regret it. God, he's got such a smarmy smile. He really does. He's got one of those smiles that says, don't leave your kids in the room with the guy. What is surprising is the document's sheer size and some of the properties listed included. Citywide, the post counted over 960,000 residences and individuals listed as potentially in the line to be hit with his pied-à-terre tax. Even though just the first 31,000 homes were supposed to be subjected to the new levy. Yeah, he's listing people to cause fear. That's all it is. He's causing fear. Many of the homes included in the database appear to be misaligned with a tax aimed at well-heeled residents with multi-million-dollar vacation homes, including some 24 modest homes on Chaffee Avenue and working-class Throgs Neck, that's a name, in the Bronx. So, yeah, this is going to work out so good. All this communist shit works out so good. All right, sorry, I'll back up here. Bold faith. Now I think his agenda is getting the Americans out and allowing the migrants that migrated here from Sudan, Somalia, and Lebanon into those areas. Bold faith, welcome, by the way. And you know what? I can't fully disagree. I cannot fully disagree, but I don't think that's enough. I do think he's really trying to bury New York City. And I think the guy's smarmy. Keep in mind, this guy doesn't believe his own shit. His money is not in his country. He's a multi-millionaire because his family's rich in another country. His money's safe. Do you think he's being subjected to these taxes? No. Do you think his family's money is being subjected to these taxes? No. I think part of it is he does hate New York City and what it stands for. And you might be right. As a part of it, maybe get out the Americans and put a UK-style foothold in America. I think he's a blatant communist, though, too. And he kind of likes this shit. I think he's trying to cause a race. In this case, it's a class war. I think it's property values. But bold faith, maybe we're both right. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Class warfare, property values go down when people flee, or when violence overtakes a city, values drop. Somebody buys up a bunch of them, but then he still is bringing in non-Americans. Americans are leaving. So maybe we're both right. But yeah, good comment. Quiet replacement. I don't know how quiet it is. Everybody's talking about this stuff. I think all of this is against civil rights. Oh, it is. Now, the funny thing is, I think I said this on a short I did the other day. If I dox you, I can go to jail. It's a misdemeanor in most places, if not a felony in some. Now, the funny thing is, he just doxed 960,000 people. And he did it using government records of their property values, of their taxable income, and everything else. How is that not illegal? It's a problem we have in America these days where if you and I do something, oh crap, we're in trouble. If somebody elected to even dog catcher does something illegal, oh well. Yeah, we have a problem. And a lot of it's our fault. Americans got lazy, got into their Netflix, got into just going out blowing money when they had it and not paying attention. Oh, I'll watch this guy drive around in circles for 4.5 hours. Can name every sponsor on a NASCAR or some guy's batting average for, on base percentage for the last 25 years, but couldn't name their mayor. So a little bit of it's our fault. But I think a lot of it's against civil rights, or at the very least, laws on doxing people. And if it causes violence, if anybody in any of these 960,000 people get attacked, their home gets attacked, the Trump should send in the National Guard and arrest Mamdani and everybody in his administration. If one damn person gets hurt, I don't want to hear this smarmy shit as he's sitting there smiling, but I didn't tell anybody to do that. To fuck you didn't. It's about time people in the center and the right stop going, well, yeah, he didn't quite say that. Letting these people do this smarmy, underhanded, absolute evil bullshit, but then just go, but I didn't directly say it. I don't care. We're done with that. We're done. If anybody gets hurt from this, I want the government to remove him. I want jail time. I'm done. It'd be nice if we jailed somebody. One of Trump's biggest weaknesses, won't jail anybody. He goes right up to that level, but just won't do it. Sorry, I haven't checked the other chats in a while. I see 2 people over on Kick. Welcome. Feel free to just watch or chat. I will try to check back. Rumble is even worse than Kick. I'm up late. I understand, guys. All right, Sog, what's up? Don't worry too much about Mamdani. If he has Netanyahu arrested during his visit to New York, Mossad will take him out. Ooh. Dude, I love you, man. Dude, I love it. Hey, can we talk Netanyahu into coming? I mean, come on. Hey, Candace Owens has some pull Netanyahu, right? I mean, come on. Candace, get Netanyahu over here. Boy, that'd be worth it, Sog. Because I think you're right. I think Mamdani might disappear then. I mean, come on. If the Mossad could take out Charlie Kirk, oh, God. And I keep naming these channels. I know I'm going to get in trouble for it, but Heavy Duty Country and Wolves and Finances they latched onto that Candace grift. Oh, my God. And both are channels I used to watch. Oof. Found their niche. Found a way to add extra views to the total. Little extra dollar. Kind of makes me wish I would go full. It's the Jews. Honestly, look, any channel that starts up today and goes, it's the Jews, grows insane. It's the only thing growing on YouTube. That's it. Most other stuff is stagnant or being held back. So, yeah. And me, a dum-dum like me, that'll talk about anything. Yeah. YouTube loves me. After they nuked my last political channel years ago. That was very fun and nice of them. Boy, Mossad taking that would be great. Joel, didn't they try to bust Trump for overvaluing properties? Joel? Didn't I? Yeah, they did. But once again, it's okay if the government does it. It's not okay if you and I do it. But the banks Trump was dealing with looked at his valuations and said, nope. So Trump's valuations, the funny thing is, they say Trump overvalued his properties. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means to these cities, counties, and states where he owns properties? It means he was paying more taxes to them. So the only time Trump overvalued his properties when he was trying to get loans against them through banks. And banks always do their due diligence. They always inspect a property. They always do their own estimation. So Trump overvalued properties only with the banks. And they said, no, everything's fine. There was nobody hurt. Yet they still went after Trump for that. Tried to seize his properties, remember? Yeah. Which is funny because the governments were getting more money. If they went with Trump's valuations, kind of shows they were just out to get the guy. But yeah, once again, okay for them to do it, not us. Just like gambling. The lottery is gambling. state-sponsored gambling, okay. But if you have a poker game at home with your buddies, if you even do it for quarters, ooh, illegal. Let's see. Whoa, I got, what the? It's what he stands for, is what the problem is. He is basically a majority of the Democratic Party. Yeah, I'm not majority yet, Bold Faith. I'm going to say the DSA, the Democratic Socialist America, are outright communists. Once again, when you get Bill Maher to go, that's a communist. But I would say the DSA, the Democratic Socialists, Democrat Communists are not that big yet. They're not the majority, but they are a very, very, very powerful minority. And they have people like even Pelosi and actual regular Democrats scared shitless right now. You got Democrats from Carville to Pelosi and everybody in between that are real, regular, maybe shitty people, but real Democrats going, oh fuck, right now. They are crapping themselves. Partially because we're heading into midterms. It's splitting the vote. It's splitting the vote. So they are crapping right now. And they do have a lot of money. The Democrat National Committee has put its headquarters up in Hawk for a loan. The DSA wing is doing really good. The Democrats put themselves in bed with horrendous people to get Trump, to keep their power. They threw themselves in bed with horrid people they don't understand, thought they could deal with, thought they could control. Just like their little attack minions on the streets, thought they could control them. They don't. They don't. Sometimes those people will listen to the Democrats. Other times they go, we're going to do what we want. Bye-bye. And then they attack the Democrats. I don't think they're bigger than the Democrat Party yet, but they are ascending while the actual Democrat Party is dying. So, I think, though, Bold Faith, if nothing changes, we will see an insane polarization in this country. Biden moment number 2. Between either what you call Republicans/conservatives on this end, and maybe a good ways out, but on the super far left end will be the DSA, the Democrat Communists of America. And they are communist. They only use the word socialism because it's softer, fuzzier, because too many idiot school teachers have taught that socialism isn't really that bad. Socialism does not have the stink on it in America right now of communism still. Too many people alive still remember what communism was. Too many people have immigrated here that came directly from communism. They know what this is. So communism still has too much of a stink. So they say, well, we're Democrats, socialists. But when a deep Democrat, maybe a guy that borders on actual Democrat socialism goes, you're communist, worry. When Democrats, where a lot of Democrats say are kind of socialists, look at these people and go, there's a communist, and a lot of Democrats are. A lot of Democrats and Democrat pundits are starting to call it out because they know now they're in deep shit. They laid in bed with the beast, and now the beast is, taking them out. They went across that river with the snake on the back, and the snake still bit them, and what the hell? Well, I'm a snake. The Democrat Party hasn't turned into it, but they brought these people in their midst. We can control them. The buddy of my enemy is my buddy? No. The DSA, the communists, think of everybody as their enemy. They want the power. They will look at Republican, Democrat, center, conservative, liberal, all the same way. People have been groomed into these ideals in college. 100%. You are 100% right. I don't have anything else to even discuss with you on that because you are just right. That's it. Good point. Bold Faith, I've seen it happen to a friend of mine. He came back a completely different person. Yes, I've seen it myself throughout my life. I've talked about where I've had to fire friends, not just because some of them didn't grow up and still want to live in their school days. You know, I was a football star, and keep that in their head like Al Bundy, but worse. And then I know people who flipped. Yep, went to some colleges or started hanging around people and now started to call me names and start shit with me when I'm like, dude, we've always been friends. We just leave politics and religion out of it. Nope. They couldn't do it. So I've seen it myself, Bold Faith. It's scary. And the scary thing is, it's not the centrist and right-leaning people that want to cut those people out of their lives. You are still willing to go, hey, there's just certain things we won't discuss. Let's go over here and skateboard. Let's go over here and fly model airplanes. Let's go to the gym like we always do. Hey, dude, let's get together and put a new intake manifold on the car this weekend. See if we can get that compression ratio up. I know the two probably don't. I know they don't go together. Got to pull the heads and do certain work to get the compression ratio up. I get it. But that's it. And they would go, well, fuck you, you chud, you Trumper, you right-leaning pig. It's like, bleh. It was the left that was saying, don't you even go to your family. If your family has any right-leaning people, then do not go to Thanksgiving. Don't go to Christmas. Cut them off. The blue-haired moron, I don't know if you guys saw, it was on Caleb Hammer. Some people talked about her. She has got to be the dumbest human alive. Except that she represents what tons of lefties believe. If you haven't seen those clips, whoa. Whoa. So, yeah, you're not the only one, Bold Faith. And let me go over to, real quick, to Kick. Okay, see, well, 2 people watch on Kick. At least that's what it shows on how accurate their numbers are. And Rumble has a couple. Well, welcome to the people on Rumble and Kick. If you have anything to say in the chat, I will do my best to try to check more. If not, head on over to Lion's Den on YouTube. And feel free to chat with any of us. Alright, I seen it happen to a friend of mine. He came back. Yeah, okay, sorry. Joel, 10.1 to 1. What? Alright, what am I missing, Joel? What am I missing? Alright. Oh my God, Woody Allen looks rough. Isn't that his daughter wife? I don't know if he's still with the daughter wife. I was messed up stuff. I know it's not his blood daughter, but still a little weird. Actually, now I wonder if I can find that. Here. I want to find this. I don't know if that's... Oh, come on. I was in the right place. Discard. I was in the search. What are you doing? Still won't let me search. What's it doing? Okay, it's being a jerk. So I'll go back. Go there. Here, see if I can find this. Oh, compression ratio 10 to 1. Ah! Actually, I think my LS is it's 10 to 1 or higher on my LS1. And in my LS3, I'm not sure about in my truck. All right. Is this the one? Nope. Okay. I'm trying to find her. Oh. Nope, not that one. Good grief. Her. Oh my God. This chick is an absolute leftist douche canoe, but unfortunately, she's like way too many of them. Oh my God. Oh, here's one. Here's a clip of it. All right. Be prepared for your brain. If you have any brain cells you would like to save, take them out, put them in a jar, walk away, then come back. Or you better set up a firewall in your head because your brain is about to just be assaulted. Oh my Lord. Besides, this is a chick who got rid of her family because they didn't want to follow what she said. So she disowned her family for her new family. Oh my God. All right, you ready for this? Hold on. Hold on to your brain cells.
Question, what percent does the top 1% pay in federal income taxes?
None.
think it's about 40 to 50%.
And she just sits there, blinks, and stares.
No, I believe it's about 35%. Then the top 10% pays 50 to 60%. Top 50% pays 99%. The bottom 50% of earners only pay 1%. Did you know we actually have the most progressive income tax system in the entire Western world? Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh, we do. Of course you didn't know that. Why know anything before having an opinion? What the f*** is wrong with you? You're probably a raised taxes person, aren't you? But you didn't even know that we have the most progressive income tax in the entire Western world? You think,
I know that
you think the top 1% pays 0%? Okay, but that's actually just not true according to IRS data.
Comparatively.
No, that is the percentages. Compared to what? Compared to the bottom 50%? No, compared to the bottom 50%, bottom 50% only pays 1%.
It's a lot more than what?
Then they should?
Yes.
The bottom 50% shouldn't pay 1%?
It's something like...
That's interesting you say that, because you know the social programs that you love and you beg for that the entire European Union does, you know how they pay for it? They pay for it with a VAT tax. You know what a VAT tax is?
What's a VAT?
Oh, boy. Not getting better.
Oh, wow. So you don't even know how they pay for the social programs that you're begging for.
Well, part of it is off the backs of our military. They don't have to field a military. As proven by the UK, not even have enough aircraft in their Navy, and they have to steal from the Air Force to have enough aircraft to field one aircraft carrier. That's it. They barely have, and both their aircraft carriers are almost always in dock being worked on. They weren't able to field a battleship to help out in the Middle East. They support all their bullshit off our backs because they know America is the UN. America is NATO. And whenever something happens, natural disaster, anything they need, yo, America, that's where the money comes from. They can only have those because of us. Without us, they are fucked. That's why they got mad when Trump is demanding they pay the actual agreed to amount at NATO and the United Nations and stuff. Especially NATO people. They lost their shit because they have had to make cuts in their country. And it's already hurting them because they live off us. You can only pay for that bullshit as long as you keep sucking us dry. The tariffs were another one that hurt them. We send a car there. They tariff it. Between tariffs and destination fees, this other weird stuff they tax on it. It's not just straight tariffs. A bunch of other fees they throw on. A car that's $10,000 here, we send it over, it should be $10,000. $10,000 car here. Gets over there, by the time they get through everything, it's $25,000. Yeah, they send a $10,000 car over here. It comes out of everything at $12,000. That's nuts. They were living off of all that money they've gleaned from us. But what he adds here is another part of it. Holy shit, Joel's right. Flip-flop is here. What's up, Jay Watterson?
That's
taxes.
But what's a VAT tax?
Another type
This
of
is
tax.
pathetic. It's a national sales tax. So overall, that is a less progressive tax than we have anywhere here. So the poorest people over in Europe have to pay a flat sales tax to pay for the social programs that they benefit. They pay a higher percentage of their income to taxes as a national base to get those percentages. Where you say the bottom 50% shouldn't even pay 1%? No, if we were going to mimic their systems over there, they would be paying much larger than 1%. You don't know what the f*** you're talking about.
He's only like this because there are many clips. If you go watch the full video of Caleb Hammer with this chick, you will think that maybe humanity, it's time to give up. Dogs and cats, take the planet, we're done. You're going to go, that's it. Come on, Fido. Come on, Fluffy. You guys can do better. He's only this mad because this is one of the many clips where if you watch the full one, oh my God, is she a doofus. Bad thing is, she represents probably half of Mamdani voters, probably half of the DSA, probably almost half of the Democrats in general are like this person. They just listen to them talking points. That's what she has, is tons of those.
Pathetic.
What am I talking about?
You just said the bottom 50% should pay less than 1%.
I said that they are.
What?
I said that the billionaires are not paying their fair share.
How do you define fair share?
It should be relative to what they make.
It is. That's a progressive tax.
Trust me, on what they make income-wise, they are paying their 40%.
Well, but if they're saying that they only made 70,000 that year,
You're talking about their business? That's not what they make, that's their business, and that's relatively fair if they're employing and investing a lot in R&D and new technology. You know we have that tax structure for a reason, so people are investing in the United States economy, so they're building more products, so they're employing more people, which actually contributes more to the tax base overall in the end, because when they employ more people, that creates payroll taxes on both ends, and it actually creates more income tax on the people making over 6 figures. It actually provides more money overall, because if you collect all the money...
And she just sits there with that. She knows absolutely nothing. She's, once again, dumber than my sock. But she sits there with that arrogant blink, blink, blink look at him. None of this of what he says gets through to
From
her.
all the billionaires in the world, we'd be able to fund our federal budget by, what, 50, I think a half a year? So we create more taxes by creating those tax structures and employing more people. Mm-hmm. So when
or unionize the top 10 ones.
Okay, you just come in with a talking point. It's just like, what the what the was that? Nothing to do with the point I said. Question, what?
Nothing gets through to her. Zero. But yeah, there's many more if you look around with her. Is that another one? No. It's hard to... you think their search would find it better. I wonder if it's got her name. I don't think so. Yeah, just blue-haired liberal. Okay. Blue-haired. Let's try blue-haired liberal, see if it comes up. No. Wow. None of that's even close. I did better with the leftist. What the fuck is that search? Yeah, you guys told me about her, and I didn't know much about her. Yeah, okay. Whew. Nope, that's not them. Jesus, I didn't get Caleb Hammer at all until I was way, way down. Okay, that's same clip. That's same clip, isn't it? Yeah. One. There's tons of them here. But no, if I go watch the full video, if you just trust me, go look at this full video. If you want to see more, let me know in the chat. Tell me if you want to see more. I'll find more of her. Let's try it this way. Because you got a word thing in dramatic fashion these days. Probably just give me that one. I love it. Doesn't even show me any Caleb Hammer stuff. What is wrong with X's search? It's just insane. I mean, to hell? None of that is even Caleb Hammer. Hey, look, I finally got something with blue hair. Watch the shorts from him, yeah. Yeah, it's nutso. If you saw this blue-haired loon. Okay, don't blackface. Yeah. That's the same one. There were tons of them out here a week or so ago. No. Wow. All right. But, oh my God. Well. Wow, that is nuts that I just can't find her. This chick was no better. This chick was zero better. I don't know. I swear, he only way he keeps his sanity because he knows how much money he's making off these retards. He just knows he's making so much money. Yeah, I'm not going to find it. I mean, what is wrong with their search? It's pretty bad. Sorry, I'm just going through as I'm just curious. I'm trying to see if any of them come up. This chick comes up a lot. Even she wasn't near as bad. I wonder if blue hair threw a fit. Through the actual meme. All right, let's move on. That's all. That's the two things I want to talk about is the Ukraine attacking Iran and then the Mamdani thing. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if it's there. I wonder if there's any clips on here. Shelby, blackface. It's the guy wanted to play with blackface. Her. All right. Oh, here's a couple of them. Okay. All right, let me know in the chat. I won't play these. If you want to go look at poorly aged 1970s ads for about 8 or 9 minutes, or you want to look at a couple more of these with this crazy chickie poo. She is crazy. Actually, I'm not going to wait. So let me know in the chat if you want me to stop. How's that? We'll do that.
What do you do for a job? Do you have a job? Is it really?
We'll do that. If you guys say thumbs down and stop or stop, go to the ads, we'll go do that.
It doesn't sound like
I work in finance.
doing
I know
what?
it's off. I know it's off. We're doing the Godzilla, you know.
I do corporate finance for stadiums and arenas.
Like Ticketmaster?
Not Ticketmaster. But we do work with Ticketmaster.
Yeah, okay. So you're one of the actual evil capitalists.
By day a villain, by night a hero.
Trying to prevent modern infrastructure? That's weird. That's being a hero? That's
No,
weird.
going to concentration camps.
What?
Yeah, I actually just got back
You
from
went to
Delaney.
Auschwitz?
I just got back from Delaney Hall.
Where's that?
What?
That's in New Jersey.
There's a concentration camp in New Jersey?
And many other states as well. Yeah. There are detention
Concentration
centers.
camp?
Yep. Mm-hmm. They have barbed wire and awful living conditions and
God.
maggots in the food and abusing the people in there. No due process. That's a concentration camp.
Okay.
And
No
so
maggots in the food.
people are rightfully outraged and are out there to demoralize the people who are going into those.
I asked her what her job was, by the way.
I said finance, and you asked if I was a bad capitalist.
So she's talking
I'm a
about
socialist.
concentration camps. You're a socialist?
Yes.
Okay, you know socialism has never worked.
Uh-oh.
Well, so
This gets bad. So Joel's giving this means go. Okay. I'm going to keep going. We'll watch at least this clip.
socialism are you in favor for? Here we go. Get ready.
There are times where I think all of his reactions are scripted, but then there are some of these guests where if I'm watching with people, there's always somebody in the room that starts having the same reaction as he does. I don't think a lot of it's scripted. I think these are people, they really hunt down the dumbest effing people and shove them in front of him. And he can only handle this because he's just making buku bucks.
I believe that
Take a system.
a system.
Take a system in the world that you're in favor of,
Well,
that you would rather be our system.
I just don't want it to be capitalism. Nor do
take
I
a
want it
system.
to be
Take a system that has worked that you like and would like to replicate here.
capitalism.
Take a system, please, that has been proven to work in any country, anywhere. That is better than our system, please.
Capitalism
Yeah, please find.
does not.
Okay, that's great. Yes, you.
She just won't do it. All she has is the bad talking point. Capitalism bad, capitalism bad. And it's just like Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. Capitalism bad, capitalism. She has nothing. Then show me a system. It's like on the stream earlier, I was just asking these guys a direct question. They can't answer it. They couldn't answer it. Trump bad, Trump maggots. You maggots are stupid. You are stupid. You don't know how this works. Then answer the question. She can't do it either. She has the talking point. The surface level talking points is all the lefties have. And she's proving it. She can't answer the question. Name a system that's worked better than capitalism.
You have your talking points. That's wonderful. Now pick a system that has worked anywhere better than here, that you would rather have.
Well,
I'm waiting for it.
Your
No.
definition of better is like not valuing the
I don't give a
value.
fuck. I don't give a fuck about my definition.
What?
Your definition. I'm asking you to choose. Don't cater to my definition.
And I'm choosing socialism.
No. Yeah, but pick it. Pick
But it hasn't
another
worked.
country that has worked.
And
Please.
unfortunately, we are an imperialist.
Never tried real socialism. I bet you.
Imperialism is hurting those socialist countries.
It hurt the USSR.
It's
Weren't
hurting
they
Cuba
imperialist?
and Venezuela. Yeah, the blockades that we're doing for
Okay,
the
for
oil
what it's worth,
in
oil
those
production
places.
dramatically fell after the state took control of Venezuela, and it hurt their economy dramatically well before our embargo.
Yeah, it decimated them. They went socialist, stole everything we built, and then didn't maintain it, couldn't do it, couldn't get workers, and poof, it went to shit. So yeah, see, Venezuela, that Venezuela talking point. Remember, there were people in the Democrat Party used to talk about how amazing Venezuela was as it was collapsing, as the people were fleeing in the thousands to America or other countries, just leaving it. And they were talking it up because it's the socialist gem. They don't talk about it now.
You might be right about Cuba, but no, Venezuela did it themselves before we embargoed. Timeline-wise, so you're just wrong. They had a slush fund coming in when it was collecting taxes from the private enterprise.
What I'm not wrong about is the fact
That's
that
great. So what system,
capitalism
Okay, again, I just asked what her job was. Here we go. Please, pick a system. One place that according to your values you would rather do.
New York.
That's not socialist. That's the most capitalist place in the world.
But Mamdani is out there doing
He's democratic socialist.
Yeah.
Socialist.
Yeah.
He's a communist. Caleb's wrong. And New York, let's see how long it lasts.
Still believes in capitalism. You know that, right?
Start somewhere.
No. That is still capitalist. All his policies are funded on the tax revenue generated by capitalism.
Oops.
That's capitalism. That is not
Taxes
a
are
worker-based socialism. Taxes come from the capitalist state, still. So no, that is not socialist. But if that's what you'd like to see, then don't call yourself a socialist, because that's not socialist. That's still capitalism.
Which is funny, because right now, all the bullshit Mamdani's pulling, like he said, it's being funded because of the capitalism there. And if he damages the capitalism, what happens? It collapses. So he's going to attack the capitalism, and New York could turn into a cesspool that'll be jealous of how amazing LA and San Francisco and Portland and some of these other cities are doing.
That's more Scandinavian. That's European, which is still funded on capitalist systems. I was hoping you were going to say something like Sweden or the UK. I was hoping you were going to say something like that, which are still objectively capitalist countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not socialist by any means of the imagination. They have some more social programs, all funded by the success of capitalism, all funded by the marketplace and the wages created by capitalism.
Do more social programs? How many social programs do you have to do before it's socialist?
You're talking about social programs. Socialist is a completely different economic structure, though.
Right, where the worker has their relationship to the means of production.
State-run, but yes. State-run. That wouldn't really create much. You know what happened in the USSR? With all the land, most arable land almost in the world besides the United States and I think Ukraine. Well, they had to import all their wheat. The vast majority of their wheat.
They had people starving, standing in lines for everything. That's why they finally collapsed. Because the socialist, communist economy doesn't work. So, oopsie.
It doesn't work. It doesn't create the outcome. People need to eat. And it doesn't work. You know what's actually more important?
Are we feeding people under capitalism?
Yes. Have you seen our poor people? They're fat. Yes. The poor people in the United States have to take Ozempic. We
have the fattest poor people, the richest poor people in the world. Our poor is still in the upper, 8 to 10% or less, maybe 8 to 4% of the world's, population of, well off. They're way up there. But now capitalism doesn't all see has her empty-headed talking points.
Okay, but is it because the cost of chips is more than minimum wage?
Chips? What? You think that's what's necessary for a sustained lifestyle?
I think that it's one of the cheapest things you can get from the gas station.
Why are you getting your food from the gas station? Go to Aldi, Save a Lot, Kroger. Don't buy brand names, buy store names, buy stuff at Aldi. You can buy a whole bag of carrots at Aldi for like $1.20. You can buy a head of lettuce for 90 cents. You can buy a salad dressing for like $1.30. Hey, that's a lot better than your bags of chips that you got at a gas station for $5. Jesus.
Gas station? Should we be doing our grocery shopping from the gas station? I think you've gotten some pretty bad advice if we're talking about meal prepping.
Well, you would know a thing or two about meal prepping.
Yes, I have a meal prep book.
I don't belong in a kitchen.
She finally said something we can agree with. Huh. Yeah. Imagine her trying to cook. I'll bet she can't microwave a hot dog.
Okay.
And that wasn't me making a joke.
Really fighting the patriarchy on that one, aren't you? Brave woman. Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so...
The bad thing is there's a lot of lefty men that'll affirm her just because they're hoping to get her in the sack. She's kind of cute. You can see she could be kind of cute. And she's used to that getting her through. Because nobody's going to marry her because she's smart. It's like, hey, oh yeah, I'll go to the rally with you. What are we doing afterwards?
Are you able to speak on anything, or is it just performative-based bullshit? Because here's the reality. Here's the reality in the end.
We are having food deserts and hospital deserts. And we're having those because it is not as profitable to have groceries and hospitals
there's still lots
out
of
there.
public
but
funding.
there is intrinsic.
Okay, wait. Hospital deserts. Makes no sense. If we are so capitalist, we are so about profit, then why wouldn't hospital corporations or anybody else who just want to build a hospital? You're going to make more money. Hospital deserts is one of the most retarded things I've ever heard. You make money. Hospitals make money. Doctors make money. Nurses make money. There's drug companies selling stuff for money. Money. Hospital deserts? Jesus. Crap.
Value in supporting your community.
Okay.
I feel it. It's like a knife going in here. Her voice beyond is bad. It gets on your nerves. It's just worse than mine. But then you add in saying inane, stupid shit. I forgot how just she makes you want to scream at the TV. And this is still some of the milder ones. Go watch some of the other insane shit she says. Go to the Caleb Hammer's channel. Look her up. You're gonna lose it. You will not be able to sit there and watch the whole thing and be silent.
So how would we
capitalism does
combat?
not-
How would we combat a food desert in your mind? What is the actual outcome?
State-run grocery stores.
Okay,
Oh,
and those
boy.
have always worked very well. Anywhere done.
I mean, state grocery stores really impact people's lives when they're in food deserts. Yeah.
Okay. Where have they been done successfully?
Kansas.
State-run grocery stores.
Yes.
They're not
Okay.
doing
That's
successful.
That's actually
A lot
Kansas
of
is the
them
model
come
for
closed.
New York.
Listen,
lot
if
of
it
them
works, I'm
closed.
down for it. I'm only okay
And Kansas
with things
has
that have
a lot
worked.
of mutual aid, but they still have a
There it is. They don't work. They take tons of mutual aid. Clear injection of money all the time. So it's money from us, money from our pockets, money from businesses' taxes, when you could just have a business there making money and selling food. It's a never-ending pit that doesn't work.
large homeless population.
Your proposal first, outcome last. Outcomes are all that matter. I don't care if you sound like the moral good guy, moral masturbator, performative person when it comes to yes, I'm sure you masturbate. When it comes to the policies that you're proposing, okay? That's all that matters to you is sounding good, looking good on the front
But
end,
it's
not the outcomes in the
functionally
end.
Possible. We have the
Functionally
ability.
possible. You know what's functionally possible? We have the highest disposable income anywhere else in the
We
world.
also
That is
have
the money you
an
have.
incredibly large military budget.
Yes, because we're supporting all of her socialist countries, or more socialist. We're supporting all these countries. And I bet she likes being part of a globalist society. If you're part of a globalist society, you're going to have a large military because you're dealing with all the bullshit in the world. Good God.
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with the disposable income. This is what's so hard talking to people like you, because you had nothing to do with the point I just said.
I think he actually points out how much we military spend compared to how much we spend on our social services. I think he does that. I'm not sure if this is the right guess, but I think
You
so.
just went somewhere else.
not
Yes,
sure
we
it's
have a
this clip.
high military budget. What is it? 15, 20% of our federal budget?
go.
Social programs are 50%. So what do you want?
Why are we cutting them?
I don't think it's going to go below 50%. It's still substantially high.
We're cutting
We're
them
not cutting our
pretty
mandatory
drastically.
spending. You know what's actually going to be cut? Social Security. By 2032,
I don't have it.
you'll have Social Security, but only what's coming in. You know why? Because we refused to invest the Social Security fund in the 90s into the capital that we have in the United States. The most capitalist thing we have, the stock market. It would.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure you guys know, but a lot of people don't know. If you were just allowed to keep the money out of your paycheck and invest it, the money you'd put into Social Security, you could do much better by investing it. Not in today's bank accounts, because today's banks banking system is totally set up to absolutely screw us. Your parents, my parents, their parents, always were able to have one person working, putting some money in the bank, supporting a whole family, multiple cars, vacations, retirement, colleges, off of one. And they could do all this with a thing that we don't hear anymore called compound interest. Bank accounts used to have an interest rate at low end 8%, up to sometimes 20%. Imagine if your money was making 14% in the bank. That slaughters the stock market. It's another reason we have that. It's a shake your hand, pat my butt. We'll get people to throw tons of money in the market because it's their only option. They'll make a paltry, if they're really good at this, 3 to 5%. That saves us all a lot of money because we were paying them 8 to 20% on their money. Now you put your money in the bank, they get to use it, they get to invest it, and they, as a much richer institution, get to make 8 to 20% off your money. Yet you get paid 0.4. Maybe if you're really good, you get some of those accounts where they have a certain range where you can make 4%. Ooh. And it's only in a range. Go watch that shit. Most of these banks. Between this range is the only range. I'll blow it above it. Too bad. A lot of banks pay less than 1%. Nobody can live and retire and have the lifestyle our parents did because of that. People don't talk about that. Interest rates are separated. Used to be if the interest rates went up on your home mortgage, they jumped as much on your bank accounts. When people talk about, oh my God, high interest everywhere. But at least their bank accounts are high. That went up together. Then it was separated. The banking industry went. Yep. And the stock market went. And the rest of us got fucked.
Returned an average of 10% a year, and it would be a massive slush fund. But instead, people like you decided it was too risky, and we put it in low-yield treasuries, and now it's going to be depleted by 2032 because of freaks like you that don't understand anything about basic economics. Yes.
He's right. There's more here, but go watch it on Caleb's channel. Gonna do this one semi-quick because I am very tired, guys. I'm not even sure if I'm talking. I am so tired. And we're gonna start out with Jay Watterson's favorite guy. We're gonna start out with Bill Cosby. This is short. Feel free to, if you're gonna zone out, hey, feel free. But on the way out door, please hit thumbs up if you're watching this afterwards. Appreciate your time. I don't know how much I'll be streaming today as I have some family to deal with. And I did 3 today, kind of, and my voice is shot. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what comes up. All right. And I will grab the link here and post it in the chat before I leave. Because I'm dumb and it takes me time to go back and post it in there. So I'll post it before I leave, though. We'll watch it. This is over at Mr. Opportunity, so go give him a watch. If you don't want to hear this without me talking over any of it, go check it out there, and I'll leave the link in the chat before we're out of here today.
Sooner or later, you're going to try a White Owl, and when you do, we got you. Maybe we'll get you with
that aged very bad.
The Great White Owl flavor, or the mildness, or one of the Great White Owl shapes.
Or one of them special drinks.
Like this, New Yorker. But we're going to get you. You know we're going to get you. It's only a matter of time, and then we're going to get him, White Owl.
Oh, my God. I haven't watched this. I just saw his face and go, oh, yeah, this is the one. Oh, my God, that is bad. After everything, after the trials and everything, oh, that is not held up well.
We're going to get him. White Owl. We're going to get you.
Boy, they really stretch that, too. What is that?
Gee, Dad, you look terrific.
Thank you. Weight loss clinic?
You know, honey, it's really nice coming home to a slender wife again.
Oh! Holy crap! And Bob was never heard from again. Even if he's telling the truth. Hey, maybe she actually takes it as a compliment. Because maybe she worked her, no pun intended, butt off to work her butt off. And now he's affirming how hot she looks. I guess we can take it that way, but you know how it sounds a lot of way with women today. Woo, mama.
Thank you, Weight Loss Clinic.
Oh, God, do that today. You'd have some lefty woman going to X and TikTok going, I was raped today in public. A man whistled at me. Oh, the horror. Oh.
Thank you, Weight Loss Clinic.
You see squaws in Big Powwow? They talk about big deal at Arrow Ford. You buy a car.
Did this ad hit the mark? Oh, somebody gonna be heap mad.
Or a truck this month only, you get free 100 gallons of gas plus a $100 gift certificate from Penny's. Buy lots of beads, or you can apply to purchase. You want to know how? Come with me to my teepee.
Oh my God. That one had so many layers of bad. Oh, it's
Just
still going.
follow Arrow.
Oh my.
If you're the type of girl that doesn't like being noticed, please don't wear our sexy legs pantyhose.
Hello, sexy legs.
If you're in the...
Okay, is this one really bad? I mean, women dress up to be noticed. Women dress up to be noticed. You know, some of the women today who like to go to, to Walmart in their jammies and their bunny slippers, wearing a filthy camisole or something. Yeah, they're definitely going to get noticed, but not for the good ways.
least bit embarrassed about being admired, we honestly recommend you...
It's funny, you can't win with women. They're mad if you notice them. They're mad if you don't.
You don't wear sexy legs.
Hello, sexy legs.
Because you're going to be noticed in sexy legs, anti-static, sheer to the waist, or regular brief pantyhose.
And then today, then it would have been a girl like that. Today it scans up and it's friggin' some dude who thinks he's a girl. It's Dylan Mulvaney. That would be the spokesman today, is Dylan Mulvaney.
Superb quality at a supermarket price.
Hello, sexy legs.
Hey, Jake.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hope the wording isn't as bad in this as it was in the Bill Cosby one. Oh, no.
You know, I grew up in California, so naturally I got to know a little something about sunglasses.
Oh.
And that's why I wear polarized Foster Grants, especially when I drive.
And I drive a Ford Bronco.
Because nothing cuts through glare better than these.
Cuts? It's kind of amazing how a lot of this is matching up. What Bill Cosby said, him, cuts,
Of course, another reason I wear polarized Foster Grants is they look so good. And after all, when you're a star running back, you have to maintain a certain image.
Aww, Gary!
Wowee!
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
God! Sorry, CG. I didn't know the gum was loaded. You didn't know Freshen Up's loaded with extra flavor? He didn't know. The gum was loaded. No ordinary gums like this.
Oh, my God. That guy's an actor. I've seen him in stuff.
He didn't know.
Didn't know.
The gum was loaded. Incredible.
Dude, that's an actor. He's been in lots of TV shows. Maybe in a few movies. I used to love this stuff when I was a kid. And the gum actually sucked. The best part was the center. You'd like chew it to get the center out. And then the gum you'd throw away like 3 minutes later.
Incredible flavor you can't miss. Didn't you know Freshen Up takes flavor-packed gum and loads it with extra liquid flavor? Now I do. Freshen Up. It's loaded with flavor.
I don't know why that one was so controversial, except for the Indians, I guess. Oh, Native Americans.
First, you said, hello, sexy legs.
Hello, sexy legs.
I stopped that perfect. Dude, the guy lighting this cigar. What the hell? And even grandma down here. What the absolute. What? Wow. Of course, he's looking at him going, hey, baby. Okay.
Now, say hello, sexy legs.
Hello, sexy legs.
Oh, my God. What the?
Hello, sexy legs.
Sexy legs pantyhose, now sexy nicks. Top fashion knickers at supermarket prices.
Hello, sexy legs. Hello, sexy legs.
We need to have more of these easy to fall off skirts. By the way, it looks like Welcome Back Cotter right there. There's a throwback for some people. Even the priest. Come on, man. Okay, well, this is going to piss us off anyway because we're going to see the gas prices. Of course, it's liters.
You know, by now, you might be buying gasoline by the liter. Hi, I'm Sandra Kenny, a member of the United States Metric Board. The metric system is
that worked, didn't it?
Becoming part of our lives more and more these days, including the gasoline we buy. And many service stations have already converted their pumps to dispense gas by the liter. You'll notice there's no more half pricing either. The full amount you see in the pump window is the full amount you pay. If you're like me, you usually fill it up or ask for gas by dollar amount. And with liters, you still get the same amount of gas for the same dollars. If you'd like to know how to figure your car's mileage using liters, the United States Metric Board can really help. Write to us with your questions or your opinions about metrics. The address is the Metric Board, Box 7700, Washington, D.C. 200.
Somebody mail them. I'm going to bet they're still there. No government agency ever goes away. I'll bet they're still. Dude, I wonder if we still have them. U.S. Metric Board. Does the U.S. Metric Board still exist? No. Proven wrong. Metric Conversion Act of 75 was abolished by Reagan in 82. So, oh my God, Reagan did something good. Abolished it. So he was as evil as Trump. He ended government jobs. Wow. Oops. Where was I? Sorry.
44.
We're going to watch a few more. I'm tired. I'm going to die here in a sec. It's a saying, YouTube.
Amid the glow of Broadway lights, you'll find there's magic in the night. Gentlemen prefer Hanes when you're dressed.
How is this one bad so far?
In fancy clothes.
I remember these.
You want a special pantyhose. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. Hanes will make you smooth and silky, shapely, sexy. Heads will turn, you know it's true. All eyes can't help but notice you.
Hanes pantyhose, ultra sheer, and now understatement too.
Unless I missed something.
The name of the game is Ballbuster.
Okay. I've never seen that game. Oh no. Well, it's good they have a boy and a girl playing it now together. So he learns what his future's gonna be.
It's a family game. Fun for children.
Okay. Now it's bad. Now it's bad.
And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers.
I can't. I swear, if I ever see this game at a yard sale, I'm going to bring it in here and I'm going to show it to you. Oh my God.
cool. You're a ball buster. A great new game from Ego.
There's one person nobody can resist, and that's a baby. So love made Baby Soft with the innocent scent of a cuddly, clean baby that grew up very sexy, informing bath, body lotion, body powder, and body mist. So innocent it may well be the sexiest fragrance around. Love's Baby Soft, because innocence is sexier than you think. For your baby at Christmas.
I don't think I should even say anything about that one. That one's a little, that's a little fucked up.
Well, I'm afraid we'll have to call the garage, Mrs. Olson.
Oh, thank you so much. I hate to be such a bother.
No bother at all.
Well, while we're all waiting, I'll make some coffee.
Don't you think she's...
Oh my God, look at who it is. It's Commander Decker. Or Captain Decker from Star Trek, the motion picture. Oh my God.
She's got enough trouble.
If this is a good one, I'm probably ending on this one, guys. Go watch the rest of it. I'll leave the link in the chat.
Trouble.
Oh, I wish I could make coffee he likes.
I find you have to start with the right coffee. So I always use Folgers.
All coffee's the same, Mrs. Olson.
Oh, no. Different coffees taste different. And I think Folgers tastes best.
Why is Folgers so different?
It's specially blended.
Now, this one may not be that good.
Joe ought to like this.
Hey, that great smell coming from your coffee pot?
Uh-huh.
That's good coffee.
Oh, my.
There's one more problem.
Oh.
We're going to have to get a bigger pot.
Get Folgers, mountain-grown coffee. You'll like the flavor.
I'm here to tell you the story of how Red Pop began.
Okay, yeah, this will be a good one. It's Klinger.
A long time ago, our tribe was hot and thirsty, and the great spirit Fago appeared and said, "Here's a thirst-quenching, great-tasting soft drink just for you, and I call it Red Pop. You can share it with the early settlers when they come to America. It will give them something to give thanks for. And you, running Pudgy, be thankful for Diet Fago."
No, I am, Chief. I am.
Oh, my God. All right, guys, I am barely able to stay awake. So I am going to hop out of here. Please, thank you for showing up, guys. I came on as I did promise I would try to stream before I totally croaked. This third one of the day, my throat is killing me. And I got to be up to take some family to do some stuff today. But thank you very much for hopping in. And yeah, I streamed successfully to 3 platforms. I'm semi-proud of myself. Kay would laugh at me. She's probably right to do so. I can be proud of myself of my little victories in life. Whatever. But thank you very much, guys. Leave a thumbs up. I'm going to leave this link in the chat on my way out. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. If any of you check this out later, leave some comments. Whatever else you like. And I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get some major sleep because I got animal behind me that really wants to be done. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for stopping in so much today. Thanks for putting up with me today. And I will hopefully see you at least in a short or two today. Of course, if something hits the fan, I will be here to talk about it. And, oh, there's Jax. Dude, like right on cue. Come here, Jax. Come here. I'm here, buddy. I'm here. Everybody say hi. Say hi to Jax. Jaxie says hi. Say hi, bud. There you go. He's always willing to be in the microphone. Look at that. Good dog. Calling me as we're training him to be a dog. Aren't we, Jaxie? You guys aren't walking with the dogs. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, good boy, Jax. There you go, Jax. Yeah, Jay Watterson, he did come up between my ankles. All right, man. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Thanks, Sog. Thanks, Joel. Thanks, Jay Watterson. Thank you to everybody else who was here. And anybody watches later. Appreciate it. For me and Jax, we are out of here. We're heading upstairs, aren't we, Jaxie? Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. I am going to not even blow myself up in chat. I'm just going to get out. I'm dead. I've been up just shy of 20 hours. Ugh. Talk to you later, guys. And if anything hits the fan today, feel free to drop me a message on LionsNWS6 on X. Or email. Or hope I see it. All right. Talk to you later, guys. See ya.